Okay, today I am making chicken marsala, and I'm making it gluten-free and dairy-free. So Cammie's allergic to gluten and her boyfriend's allergic to dairy, so I'm experimenting doing this. But I'm just going to show you real quick because even though it's a fancy, amazing meal, it's really quick. So what I did was I took a breast, cut it up into little 1/4 inch slices. Then I pounded it to tenderize it. And now I'm going to flour it. There's just flour and salt and pepper and a gluten-free flour. And you don't want to put it in the flour and then lay it aside. You want to put it in the flour and immediately into the pan. Preferably not one of those non-stick pans because, and don't spray it with Pam or anything like that. No stick spray because the stuff that sticks to the pan is actually used in the recipe. So, but it's just amazing how quick and easy this is. I mean, kind of got to move fast, but and you just saute it kind of like about a minute on each side. I don't know if you can see it very well. I'm actually making a lot more. She has like 5 pounds of chicken thawed here, so I was like, what am I going to do with the chicken? I mean, it's fun and easy to be creative with chicken, like make quesadillas or, whatever you feel like, but this is just such a nice treat, and I have a feeling it's going to be amazing. Some dishes are not really good gluten-free, but some are fantastic, and I have a feeling this is going to be fantastic because the Marsala wine is what makes it taste amazing anyway, so that's the reason I'm doing that. And I have just vegetable oil or corn oil. I have corn oil, just 3 tablespoons of that. It asks for vegetable. We don't usually buy vegetables, so so you just saute each side for about a minute. Then you just throw it on a plate. I had to actually go out and get some Marsala wine, and I had to buy a meat tenderizer. So I still have all my stuff packed, so I'm not getting too settled hanging out with my daughter and her boyfriend, but definitely comfortable cooking. And what I did in the very beginning was I sauteed some mushrooms. I don't like to do that in the Marsala wine or with the chicken, because it gets kind of liquidy, little too watery, and I don't want that in there. So I just add that last. And when you saute up the chicken like this, you're just moving it out of the way anyway. And it's only, I always cook it a little longer than what they say, but so it's already starting to stick to the pan, which is perfect, which is what we want, because that's going to help thicken up the wine and make it like a kind of a gravy texture. And that's the Marsala sauce. So anyway, like I said, you just saute these babies, and I tenderized it really good so you can cut this meat with a fork if you want. It's just really tender. Just laid them on a cutting board and just put plastic or plastic wrap over them, and just pounded it, and not like crazy because it tenderized pretty easy, and it was kind of breaking a little bit. So you just go accordingly to the meat. If it looks like, oh my gosh, it's breaking apart, then you're hitting it too hard. Okay, so kind of don't know. Oh, I was going to say, I don't know why the recipe asked me to use 3/4 of a cup of flour but I'm not making all of it right now. I forgot that. So I'm sitting here with all this ton of flour that I still have to use, and I'll use it when I just want to show you how to make it and just let you on your own to cook in your own little kitchen. But easy meal. Very expensive when you go out and eat. It doesn't have to be that costly. It's very reasonable. The bottle of wine was like $5, and just a cheap. I don't usually buy cooking wine because there's so much sodium in it, but this is like $5, $4.50, and it's just American Marsala, is all it says. And as a matter of fact, I got carded buying this wine today, and when she asked for my ID, I thought she was making a mistake, and because I forgot that I even had wine, and then she said, "Excuse me, ID please," and I said, "Oh, I'm sorry," and I was getting it out, and she said, "We have to card if you don't look if we how did she say it? You have to look 40 or older." So this is like it's different in Washington State because they just card you just to punch in your birth. They just card everybody, make it fair, and they no questions or no wonderment. But here they have to they have to think you're young. So this is like the third time I've been carded here, which I appreciate very much. Thank you. And this one I didn't pound as much, so I'm going to just let that sit in there a little bit longer. So, like I said, it's real quick typically, and just saute everything up, stuff sticking to the pan, which is what we want. I did let it get a little dry though, so I'm going to add just a little bit of oil. Yeah, because it was just supposed to be 3 tablespoons of oil. But, feel it out. It's just like when you mix the Marsala, it asks for a half a cup. And now, mind you, I'm making a whole bunch. So I'm probably going to use, I don't know, maybe the whole bottle. And then that Smart Balance butter, since Joe's allergic to dairy, I'm pretty sure it's got like a similar texture. Everything should be fine. So, as soon as you saute this up, make sure it's cooked all the way through. Like I said, it's nice and tender so I can cut it with a fork. And just put it aside. And typically, like I said, it's a quick meal. You're gonna mix it up. You're gonna, put it all together. I'll show you, and then serve immediately. I'm not, because they just came home, dropped some stuff off, changed clothes, and now they're out for a walk. So, anyway, now I'm going to, I think, so basically, you're making the gravy, so and I need a lot. So, because I have 5 pounds of chicken that I'm going to be cooking up. I think I'm going to do it with all of them. Maybe not. But anyway, and then you turn the heat on high so that alcohol can cook down. And that's like 3/4 of the bottle. And that should be enough. And then basically what you're doing is the stuff on the bottom that's stuck to the bottom, you're going to be stirring that in with the flour, but I just turned it on high so it can cook down. And then you just break up the stuff that's stuck to the bottom. Kind of messing up the kitchen pretty good. The other thing is, like I told you, you saute. Okay, now it's starting to really cook. And you just want to make sure it doesn't smell like alcohol anymore. And we're not even close at the moment. So you just cook it down. It'll just have a nice, good flavor, or a good aroma. Then you add it doesn't smell, it smells good. Doesn't smell alcohol-y. And then you just add the butter, well, or fake butter. And it's been a while ago, my kids had stopped eating dairy, and somehow we found out that the smart balance seemed to be the way to go, seemed to be the best. So that's what we're doing. And I'm still doing my intermittent fasting and down 17 pounds, so it's like I'm losing a pound a week. I seem to be kind of plateauing where I'm at right now, though. So I got to discipline myself to weigh myself once a week, and that's it. Because sometimes, you know, it fluctuates. It'll look like it goes up, or it looks like it goes down, and whereas once a week, it's pretty stable. But still doing the intermittent fasting thing, and it's just still working for me. So, and like I said, because you're fasting, when you eat your first meal, it's like the most amazing food you ever had in your life. Okay. Kind of still smells a little winey to me. Uh-oh. And then you turn the heat to pretty low. And it's not real thick because I added so much more wine than the chicken that I cooked, than what is browned at the bottom. But that's okay. So then, just gonna re-add it to your pan with my cooked mushrooms. And it's a spectacular gourmet little meal done in your own little kitchen with ease. So try this at home. Start cooking at home a little more. Just be your own Joe Mama, just hanging out at home cooking. So sorry we didn't have the smooth jazz today. I put the smart TV on and I forgot to wait a few minutes to put it on. So today you just got the food. Usually you'll get the food and the smooth jazz. So I will talk to you later. Bon appetit.